chapter 2 of the New Testament. Mark chapter 2. And so when we get some people coming in here, that's when I'm going to start to read Mark chapter 2. Mark chapter 2. Mark chapter 2. It's always good to read the verse before you read whatever it is that you're about to read. It's always good to read the verse before that, because when they wrote this, the Bible, it didn't have the separation between chapters. It was just one big, the letters was just like someone writing a letter. But these gospels, we get the benefit of them being separated. And so, ooh, this is even better. I didn't know it had this feature. Gives you some light. I like that. Thanks, YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Let's go. I'm waiting for some people to come in. We're 2 minutes into this. I know it's kind of late, and a lot of people probably in bed. I have to go to work then tomorrow. This is a late live. So when we get about so let's just get into this. I'm still going to continue to just read it. So we're going to go back up to verse 45 before going into Mark 2. So let's look at verse 45. It says, "But he went out and began to publish in it much and to blaze around the matter, and so much that Jesus could no more openly enter into the city, but was without in deserted places. And they came to him from every quarters." Chapter 2. "And again he entered into Capernaum after some days, and it was noised that he was in the house. And straightway many were gathered together, and so much there was not room to receive them, no, not so much as about the door. And he preached the word unto them. And they come unto him, bringing one sick of the palsies, which was born of 4. And when they could not come nigh unto him for the pressure, they uncovered the roof where he was, And when they had broke it up, they let down the bed into Ashley Morris. How you doing? And broke it up. They let down the bed wherein the sick of the palsy laid. When Jesus saw their faith, he said unto the sick of the palsy, Son, thy sins be forgiven thee. But there was a certain of the scribes sitting there and reasoning in their heart, Why does this man thou speak blasphemings? Who can forgive sins but God only? And immediately when Jesus proceeded in his spirit, they so reasoned within themselves, he said unto them, why reason ye these things in your heart? Whether is it easier to say to the sick of the palsy, Thy sins be forgiven thee, or to say, Arise and take up thy bed and walk? But that ye may know that the Son of Man has power on earth to forgive sins. He say to the sick of the palsy, I say unto thee, arise and take up thy bed and go thy way into thy house. And immediately he rose, took up the bed, and went forth before them all, insomuch that they were all amazed and glorified God, saying, We never saw it on this fashion. And he went forth again by the seaside, and all the multitude restored unto him, and he taught them. And as he passed by, he saw Levi, the son of Alphaeus, sitting at the receipt of customs, and said unto him, Follow me. And he arose and followed him. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed to the channel. And it came to pass that as Jesus sat at the meat in the house, many publics and sinners sat also together with Jesus and his disciples, for there were many, and they followed him. And when the scribes and the Pharisees saw him eat, and the publicans and sinners, they said unto his disciples, How is it that he eat and drink with publicans and sinners? Jesus heard it. He said unto them, They that are whole have no need of a physician, but they that are sick. I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. And the disciples of John and of the Pharisees used to fast, and they come and say unto him, Why do the disciples of John and of the Pharisees fast, but thy disciples fast not? And Jesus said unto them, Can the children of the bride chamber fast while the bridegroom is with them? As long as they have the bridegroom with them, they cannot fast. But the day will come when the bridegroom shall be taken away from them, and then they shall fast in those days. No man also sews a piece of new cloth on an old garment, else the new piece that filleth up taketh away from the old, and the rent is made worse. And no man put forth wine into a old bottle, else the new wine does burst the bottle, and the wine is spilled, and the bottles will merit. But new wine must be put into new bottles. And it came to pass he that he went through the cornfield on the Sabbath day, and his disciples began as they went to pluck the ear of the corn. Okay. And the Pharisees said unto him, Behold, why do they on the Sabbath day that which is not lawful? And he said unto them, Have ye never read what David did when he had need and was hungry, he and they that were with him, how he went into the house of God in the day of Abiah the high priest, and did eat the showbread, which is not lawful to eat, but for the priests, and gave also to them who were with him. And he said unto them, The Sabbath was made for man, not man for the Sabbath. Therefore the Son of Man is Lord also of the Sabbath. Okay, so that was Mark chapter 2 as we journey through the Bible. How you doing, Donovan Wims? Got Ashley Morris that was in here. Then we got the Trenson Show. How you doing tonight? Um, that's good. I'm glad you joined me tonight on this reading of the Word. We're going to go through the Bible. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel.